Hey y'all, it's Claudia with Crazy Island Studios. We are having morning coffee today because it's still morning and I'm actually getting to record. Hold on. Must drink morning coffee. Okay, so what I'm doing today is going to be a quick journal page. Today's the day of my carpal tunnel surgery that I'm having on my right hand, and I wanted to get some art done for you guys because it's been a little while. It's been just a crazy week for me. So I'm just kind of trying to play catch up here. So I'm going to do a quick journal page because I don't have a ton of time. So I'm hoping this isn't going to take forever and I'll be able to get this done. Some of my pages I get stuck and it takes me a while, and some of them I can just kind of just throw paint at it and it works for me. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully this will be a quicker journal page. What I'm starting with, and also by the time you see this video, surgery is going to be over and done because I don't think I'll have time to get this edited before I have to leave. So what I'm starting with is just a journal page that I prepped in my journal a while ago. Sometimes when I'm not feeling well or I'm stuck on the couch, don't really want to make art, but I want to kind of get a little messy, but I don't feel really inspired to do anything, I'll prep some pages. So that's what this is. And as you can see, there's some reflective paint under here. This is just where I was cleaning off brushes, and I believe it's Lumiere's. Or actually some of this is ink. Like I was just messing with alcohol inks, and I just open my journals and I clean stuff off. So like this is my scrappy junk journal. I was testing some stuff. I just clean things or test things on blank pages. This is where I stuck a stamp. So because I do that, sometimes I have these crazy pages, and this was really dark with whatever I had put on it to clean off my brush, and there's some green and purple and blue. There's random colors. So I tore up some different kinds of paper. I have some right here on top of this bigger music. You can see the music notes a lot easier, but right here on top of it I have a little bit of Tim Holtz tissue paper. Here's another piece similar to that one. I have some more of that here. I have this music sheet, some dictionary paper. This is just scrapbooking paper. This black and white, and this one back here, and this one as well, just scrapbooking paper. So I just put in a few bits and pieces everywhere, and then I went over, and I think you can see how it's kind of white and hazy. Let me zoom in just kind of a lot so that you can see. In here I went over with a palette knife super thin because I didn't actually cover up anything. You can see through all of it. I put a little bit of light modeling paste. Just in random places all over the page, so just to give it a little texture. So I'm starting with the prepped page just because, again, in a bit of a hurry, don't have a ton of time. So I'm going in with broken china and picked raspberries, which is basically pink and teal, a couple of my favorite colors, and I'm going to just dauber these on and then rub them around with my fingers. And I'm allowing them to mix because I chose two colors that blend and make a color, another color versus mud. So if you're doing this and you're going to blend them, just make sure that you pick colors that complement each other and blend into nice secondary colors, because if I did this with, say, purple and orange, I would end up with just a mess of brown wherever they touched. This way I get a nice little purple. Okay, now there's color. I feel better. Just makes me happy when there's color on the page. Okay, so I hit that with the heat gun. It's still a little bit damp in a couple places. It's not fully dry. I'm going in with some white now just to bring forward some of that, the textured bits. So I'm going to go over those a little bit just to bring that texture back into view. Okay, next I'm going to use some golden fluid acrylics in teal, and I'm going to apply this with a credit card. Okay, and I'm going to come in and add some more in black using the same technique. Okay, I'm going to hit this with the heat gun and then I'll be right back. Okay, so next I'm going to use a stamp. I think I'm going to use this one. I just want to create some more vertical stuff in the background. Oh, they're brand new. Someone sent me these in Happy Mail. And they're brand new, so they're very, very sticky still, and I love them. So what I'm going to do is ink this and then stamp it off once somewhere else before applying it to my page, so it's not super dark. And this is where your junk journal comes in handy. Get those out of the way, because you can just open to a page in here any old wares and stamp off and then use it on your page. So that's what I'll be doing. So if you see me over here, that's why. There's orange paper. It's too much. Okay, so now that this is dried a little, what I did is I have these napkins with these Buddhas on them, so I cut out a couple of them and I'm going to adhere them to the page. I'm just pulling off the backing. I left the backing on while I cut them out just to give them a little bit more substance, because they can be really hard to cut out anything out of a napkin because it's just so flimsy. So I am going to adhere these down, and I plan on doing one here and one here upside down. I'm going to use matte gel just because it will dry with a little less wrinkles than if I use matte medium, because it's matte medium so wet it will cause the tissue to wrinkle up more than if you use a drier adhesive like the matte gel. And I'm just applying it with a rubber spatula. Okay, so there's one. Okay, so these are adhered and I hit them with the heat gun. They're not 100% dry, but it'll be okay. I think I recorded this one, the one that I did second, and that I failed miserably and I had to scrape it off. What happened is I didn't realize when I was doing this that these are 3-ply napkins and I only pulled off 1 ply. I apparently got both of them off whenever I did the first one, so I didn't look or think to check. And so when I glued down 2 plies worth of napkin, the back one stuck onto the page, the top one tried to stick to my spreader. They separated in the middle, not a good thing. Tore it off, cut out another one, and stuck it on there. So now I'm going around them with an ink tint pencil, in black. Inktense pencils are water soluble, but they are basically ink. So once I activate them with water and let it dry, it will be permanent, which is cool. So I don't have to worry about it moving because I'm trying to do a quicker page. I don't want any water-soluble media that are going to make me need to go outside and spray fixative and wait for it to dry. So oh, I touched the napkin. Oh well. Okay, so I'll activate these with water now. Okay. Okay, so I kind of want, these guys are matte because I applied them with matte medium, but now I'm looking at them and I kind of want them to be glossy. So what I'm going to do is go over them with a just a polymer medium, some gloss polymer. You can use anything gloss if you want yours glossy. Oh, my jar's basically sealed shut. Yay. Okay, so I just had the brilliant idea to emboss these. So, yeah, I'm going to just coat them using the gloss polymer to adhere my UT to them. Okay, because I kind of like the shine, but then I wanted them to look almost glassy, so hence the UT. Now we'll just heat this up, and I'm just trying to think of wax. Anything waxy? No, it should be fine. Okay, so gloss polymer, not the right medium to use for your UT, but that's okay. It's working. It adds a little bit of something, a little interest. I don't want to touch these because they're still really hot, and I don't want the UT to stick to my fingers and burn me because it's happened in the past, and it's no fun. It's no fun. UT. Somebody invariably always asks me, what is UT? Because not everybody knows, right? It is ultra thick embossing enamel. I always call it embossing powder, but it's, so UT, yeah, ultra thick embossing enamel. This one, it's by Ranger. So, there we go. Let's cool these down. There we go, let's dry. They bubbled up in this really weird way and got kind of weird and bumpy, but I kind of like it, so I'm going with it. Let me zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. You see the weird bumpy bumpies? But they are shiny, so I'm happy with them. I just wanted them to stand out a little bit, you know, be definitely a focal image, focal point on the page. I think I may need to go back around them a little more with the black Inktense. About that. Okay. Now I'm going to dry this carefully because I don't want to reactivate the UT. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm doing. I don't want it to go too far. So yeah, I like those now. They stand out really good. I think I am going to use the words find peace or find your peace. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I think that's the direction I'm going. So, Just want to make sure everything's dry and cool enough to touch. Maybe what I want to do is do this in a fatter paint marker. This is a Montana paint marker. You can use any marker, black marker. I want to use the thicker tip so that I get a little bit of a fatter outline so that I can then outline the words with white. At least some of them. Excuse my hand all in the way here. Okay, and then I'm going to take the smaller fine tip black marker, and I'm using the paint marker again. Okay, and now I'm going to take the white. This might be better with a gel pen just because it's bumpy. Okay, so let's see if the gel pen is going to work. So basically I just want to outline the letters. Okay, and then lastly, I am going to go around the edges with my black Stays On stamp pad. Okay, so for this page I did it a little heavily because I really wanted it to show up really well. And it shows off that texture around the edge of the page, so definitely did the Stays On heavily. Okay, and there we have it. A pretty quick and simple journal page that I think I'm happy with. So yeah, there we go. We're done. Yay! I finished in time. Sometimes things don't always work out that way. But sometimes I actually get things done on time, so I finished this before I had to leave. Hopefully I'll get it edited this afternoon or this evening, so you guys will have it up today. I hope. I hope you guys are having a great week and that you have a great rest of the week, and I will see you guys very soon. Don't forget to check out all the links down below in the description box. There's lots of cool stuff down there, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Thanks so much for watching.